Hey guys, it's Mike with another King Arthur Legends Rise video. Today we're going to talk about the Coliseum and Arena and how that's all going, as well as do some summonings. So stick around, we'll get right into it. Hey guys, before we get into this video, I wanted to apologize. There's a couple places in here where the video gets laggy and starts kind of having problems, so I edited through it. I think mostly it's not super distracting, but there was some good info in here, so I definitely wanted to post the video. I just been running into some issues with my software and like temp files stacking up and running out of memory, and it's a thing, but I'm trying to work through it. I'm going to get better every day, so please bear with me, but I hope you enjoy the video. So we jump over into Lake Avalon, take a peek at what we got going on. We got 10 normal summons to do, as well as a cheeky 10 pack here. May or may not be enough. I have some rubies just in case. And then we have, I think that's it. We're working on our next 10 pack of all the relics there. On the special summons, we're still pretty far from pity. We've only got a 10 pack in, but we'll do another one and then potentially another one after that. So I am running a little light on resources, so I typically don't like to spend rubies until I am hurting for a champion to upgrade, which right now I'm working on Sarah, I'm working on Rosier, got her to 6 stars. I still am working on Awakening for a lot of these champions, trying to get everybody to Awaken level 4. That seems to be a pretty hard stop for me. I can't really pass any of the dungeons to get the legendary statues. So I think I need to step up my gear quite a bit before I could do that, or at least get 4 characters in each faction that are 6-star 60. That might be able to do the trick as well, but that just spreads my gear out even thinner, so that's probably still going to need some better gear. So what I want to talk about today is my experience in the Coliseum. I think that a lot of aspects of it are actually really good, but there has been some growing pains and some frustrations. The first thing I want to bring up is the rewards, or not the rewards, the shop down here. You can get a lot of great things in here. You can go with these special summon tickets, 5 per week. You get extra energy in here, 3 different legendary characters, including Tristan for Chivalry. There was a video that I mentioned, CWC Zeppelin, I believe. I'll link it in the video below, but if you use Sergius alongside Morgan, it's an absolute boss destroyer. So that's what I'm working towards right now. You can see I got 6,300. I need 8,500, so I'm getting closer every day. You can also get your Arthur Chivalry in here, normal summon stones, experience. Like, there's a lot of good stuff in here, but right now I'm focused 100% of my attention right here. So as tempting as these are, probably going to forego them until I get at least these 2. I believe both of them are only available in the shop, so I don't think they're available through summoning. You can only get them from coming into the Coliseum, so that's incentive enough to get in there. I mean, if you think you need 11 copies of each of them, that's going to take a little bit of time to get those dialed in. So if we take a peek at the actual battles, the thing that I've run into is it'll let you run as many duels as you want to run, but eventually you get to a natural stopping point. So for example, the lowest power ranking on this 3-pack, and I've already refreshed 3 times, is 31,000. If I go into duel them, I'm at 25,000. Now, to be fair, I have not built a team specific to Arena, so I think there are definitely some opportunities here for me. As far as, I want to do K. Get K. Yeah, get that AoE damage out of there. So I think bringing in a strategic buffer, strategic debuffer, trying to get the speeds right where your buffer buffs your damage dealer before they do their damage, all that good stuff is definitely on the agenda for me. But I mean, that kind of goes with having good gear. Right now I have 1 piece of gear that I get to pick from, so it's like, oh, that's the one I'm using. And then also working through gear sets, you know, like getting more vigor sets, getting more attack sets, getting more crit sets. All that's going to help me be more successful. But the struggle here is none of these teams I'm not able to beat them. Like, they're all significantly more powerful than me. So if you look at the damage I'm doing, even focusing all my attention on K, I already have 2 of my players are down, and it's just a matter of time before they finish this off. So in order for me to rank up, I need to not only complete, but I need to win battles. So I'm in a tough spot right now where I can't really battle without losing, but I need to win battles to rank up. So it's kind of weird. So you get to a point where you're looking for a fight like this, where you're at 9,000 power, and even this could potentially be a sleeper because they're significantly more powerful than any of my characters. It's hard to say whether or not all 4 of my characters will beat it. I've gone up against a single target K who had really high evasion, and I couldn't hit her, and she just slowly picked my team apart because I couldn't never hit. I think she ended with half health because most of my shots came in and missed like that right there. So even when you get to these single person teams, they can be sleepers and kind of catch you off guard, which is a little bit unfortunate. But it's also I also like it because it shows you can build your characters different ways to kind of, work against expectations, which I personally enjoy when you can take any character and make them built for damage or evasion or whatever it is that you want to do with that character. That to me, that speaks volumes to the amount of diversity you have in gear and the amount of range you have with your characters. I think it's actually a really fun aspect of the game. So I think we are going to get this fight. So we got plus 15 for defeating him. And I think the last one we lost 8, if I remember correctly. Here's another battle we can win. So if we go into rankings now, I have a total of 67 because I was doing this already. But you can see up here, this person's got 426. There's no way I'm going to get even close to that number. What I have run into is if you lose enough battles in a row, it will drop you down significantly. And then you can win a lot of fights coming up. So if you did specifically want to do that, you could go in and fight battles that you know you're going to lose, or just forfeit the battle so you don't have to waste the time. Wait for it to drop you down and then spend time coming back up. That being said, it can take some time. It can definitely take some time coming back up, just because I'm spreading all my damage out. I like to hone in on one person. Usually the healer. Lancelot's kind of deceptively sneaky too. Sometimes he catches me off guard. But when you go through that process, you'll be able to stack up those things and it'll get you back to gold 5 where you're basically where I am now, and you can't really battle. But at that point, you should have a lot more of those Coliseum tokens and probably rank a little higher. The benefit of ranking higher is you get higher weekly rewards. So if you're trying to get your Sergius and you're trying to get your other, the other legendary or some of the other great things that are in the shop, getting the higher rank rewards is going to help you get there. Bring you back in at the end of the battle here. So that's kind of the benefit of trying to rank higher if you have time to do so. It does max you out, I think, first place. So we only got 7 Coliseum tokens for that battle. I'm not entirely sure why. It might have been the rank power. Here's another battle we could probably win. Actually 2. But going to the rankings, you can see here I'm ranked 6th right now. And with that, you can look at the rewards, and in the 6th place, I'm at 300. So if I can get in the top 10, I get to 400. And if I get in the top 3, I get to 500, which can be a benefit. You also have the season rankings, where you get based on where you finish in your tier, and you get those tokens as well. When does this actually end? So here's your season down here, season 15. So I'm assuming if I stay in gold 5, then I'll get all these again. These guys here are remarkably scarce. As many as you're going to need, which I think is a good thing, because you do collect characters in this game really fast, which typically means after 30 to 60 days, you have everybody in the game and you start to lose desire to pull and things like that. That's kind of what happened for me in Guild of Guardians. But with the chivalry system they have in place and the added gains you get on that, I think that this game should go a lot further and last a lot longer as far as still having fun and trying to build your team. So that's what I got going on in the arena. I typically try to press on as often as I can. When I have some extra time, you just come in here and you can duel. I think that is an awesome part of the game mode as well, that you can come in here and play at any time. The only frustrating part is if you come in and you literally can't beat anybody. But if you have time, you can lose enough battles that'll just push you down, and then as you work yourself back up, you can work yourself back up these rankings, and getting those tokens. So that is a way to kind of work around the system. I was gonna say cheat the system, but it doesn't feel like cheating. It's more about a workaround. Also, speaking to things you can do in the game when you run out of stamina, and going into adventure mode, the battles are free. So if you have the extra time, want to play the game, you can go into adventure mode, look around, try to find the treasure chests and the different items you haven't found before. You can go through all of that, and take time and play. We're moving already. I don't even know where I left this off, but we're gonna have to jump in later. But I do think that is a super cool aspect of the game, because that's one of the struggles with a lot of these games is if you have the time to be in the game, is there anything to do? And unfortunately, in a lot of cases, you're balancing the people that have a bunch of time, not getting too far ahead, because you don't want to punish the people that are struggling to put time in the game, that have kids and jobs and life and everything else going on, and they still want to have fun with the game. And you're not going to want to force them to be a spender, because they'll leave the game. And you want, at the end of the day, the way these games work is you want a lot of people playing. You want free-to-play players, you want whales, you want everybody in between. And the bigger the ecosystem is of all of those players, the more fun to have. So at the end of the day, you want to make your game appealing to everybody. And I think that, obviously you're never going to be able to please everybody, but the more things you add in the game like that, where if I have extra time, I can go do it and then kind of have fun with it, I think is a big win, even when I'm waiting for stamina to accumulate. Look at that, I'm almost maxed out. Speaking of stamina, I really like the stamina in this game. The first thing is the bank is pretty big, and it's getting bigger every time you level up. I'm about to level up again, that's pretty exciting. So when I go to bed at night, I have no urgency to jump right first thing in the morning, get in the game, use my stack, and start accruing again. I think that's really refreshing. I can wake up in the morning and do other things. In other games I've played, like you literally, it defines your day. If you're trying to maximize playing the min-max game on a free-to-play account, it defines your day, when you need to get in, when you need to do stuff, when reset happens, all the things. And in this game, I feel like I can play it a lot more leisurely and still maximize everything, which is really nice. I think they found a really good balance there. And then they also get you a lot of extra resources where you can get these staminas, stack them up. They can stay in your account, as far as I know, forever. So I'm not limited by 30 days to use it or 90 days to use it. I can just keep these for an event that's going on and have stamina when I have time to play, which I think is really cool. Plus they offer stamina in a lot of different places of the game. So you come in your packages, you can buy it. You get 2 at 50 rubies, 200 packs at 50. I usually buy each of those each day. I'm not sure how many of these they'll let you buy at 100, but probably a lot. It probably tiers up after that. I haven't got into it, but even still, at 100 for 100 rubies, not the worst thing if you're trying to do stuff. As you saw in the clan shop, you can buy stamina. So there's a lot of areas where you can get stamina in the game. The other thing I want to mention in the game up here with the events going on is they run different events at different times that pull in rewards. So if you jump into like clan mission, you have these guys here going on. You see we got Tuesdays to do that. I need to work on the clan aspect of things, because like the clan war and battles, my team, I have enough to fight once, and I'm starting to put that second team together, but even still, getting to this number is probably going to be a little bit of a chore. On the gold collecting, they have this guy where for 2 days, I already maxed it out because I was really trying to max my characters out. So if you go into Gorgos and you're farming gold plus experience, you get all these rewards, but you can see like all these have stamina, or there's relics in here. And so it just keeps you moving through. And I thought the rewards were really nice, and it was something I was doing anyway. In the arena challenge, I maxed this one out as well. Again, getting all this stamina for doing something in the game that I should be doing anyway. In the boar, I'm actually ranked first right now. Let's see here. I think clear. Oh, these are the rewards. Okay, I was gonna say I think I need tier 9 and tier 10. I think the way they did this is kind of nice, because I cannot beat boar on level 10, but I can beat him on level, I think I'm farming 8 or 9, but it's a point system. So I just get so many points for being in there doing that. And again, I have 2 more days to get these extra staminas and extra things, which I think is really cool. It's something that I'm doing in the game anyway. It's encouraging me to do it so I can grow my team, making them better, as well as I'm getting more stamina so I can keep playing. And I can also leave it in here for the duration of this and use it when I have time. So I had the arena challenge all decked out. I forget how many staminas are in here, but I didn't use any of them until I think Thursday when I had a little extra time to get into the game and play, which worked out great because I used this stamina to start going through Gorgos to get experience, to start building my champs and building my gold. And then I started using this experience to push on in here so I could level up my champs. So it was a really cool way for me to stay in the game for a while when I had the time to do so. So that being said, I've been about 2.5, 3 weeks in the game. I've been having a good time. I have quite a few legendaries on my team. I'm starting to get quite a few 6-star characters. Still building them out to 60, and I really need to work on gear. So that's going to be checking out the forge and crafting because I really need to work on the vigor set. But in order to do this, you have these crafting materials. Looks like I can make one piece, and then over here it switches your crafting materials, and it looks like I can make a couple pieces here. That's in the 3 to 4 star. I want to make 5-star gear. I'd love to make some 6-star gear, but I have not gotten enough of these pieces here. So that's probably where I need to spend time farming. But in the interim, it's probably a little easier for me actually to go into the dragon and just farm the dragon directly. Get myself some sets. I think I can get into here where I'm getting at least 4-star, maybe 5-star gear, and then up here get some keepsakes because I am opening up some of my awakenings to get those keepsakes, and slim pickings right now. So I definitely need to work on that. But we're gonna go ahead and jump on the relics here that I got. We got 6 of them in the rare, so we can get anything from common through legendary here. Nothing to write home about. And yeah, here I'd be interested in Jarrett's alternative relics, but I don't think they're necessary to make him work for Gorgos. I have started to kind of put him together, but have not done it quite yet. These guys here, I haven't found a reason not to just use them right away. On the selector boxes, I do hold on to them because you actually get to choose what you need. So I'm waiting until I'm at a point where I need a specific thing, and then I can go get it. So these are talismans to help level up skills of your relics. So that'll be beneficial as well. That's pretty far in the game. I haven't really got into that yet. I'm still working on leveling and awakening my relics. But let's jump into Lake Avalon and see what we can add to the account today. So we'll start with these normal summons. Grab this 10 pull. We're hoping for a rare or two maybe. Again, we're looking for Jarrett, and then any rare would be amazing. We did not get a rare. But yeah, we got three uncommons, so maybe we can get a Jarrett. Also the antler guy, I forget his name, like Kalisef or something like that. He is somebody that does some AoE crowd control. Another Jarrett, nice. That makes me happy. I think I need one more in order to actually do the chivalry. I think we need three copies of them. But that would be another, the Kalisef is another way of doing crowd control, and I think he'd be really helpful getting through waves, because I have got my Merlin going where when he can land his freezes, I can get through things typically I can't because I'm not taking damage. But his effect accuracy is leaving a lot to be desired, so I really need to rebuild him when I get a chance. But here we go. We're going to grab these guys here, hoping for that legendary. It's been a whole 10 pull since we've got one, so I feel like we're due. I'm kidding. But it would be really nice. So let's go ahead. We'll click this over. We've got a rare, and hopefully more than one. Let's see. We get one rare. All right. That's not. There it is. Kalik? Kalik? I don't know. We'll go with Kalik. But that's the guy who does the AoE. So we'll take him all day long, get some copies of him, get him going on the account with some chivalry. Probably be a great win. Another one, perfect. Also like some Jarretts as well. There we go. It's a good day. So we've gotten a couple chivalry boars. I think I obviously have gotten boars before. I don't know if I have enough to increase their chivalry there, but we'll have to take a peek at that. So. Not my favorite. We could have got a lot of folks here that would have been a little better, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and make this a 10 pull too, use some rubies, get this knocked out, and hope for the best here. So we're going to pull this up. We've got blue, and that's blue. All right, so hopefully we get a couple. Wow, We got 5 rares. I can't really complain on that. That's pretty awesome. So Kieran, I'm not too sure about her kit. I am using her in the faction dungeons, but outside of that, Kay, that's a great pick. I need AoE damage dealer, and I think Kay's going to be the person I'm spending some time on. Accolone, I have not really built or played with, so I'm not sure the faction we're in here, but apparently I have other folks that I've been using, but that might be worthwhile taking a peek at that. Arduin, she is an amazing healer, does a great job with support. So that's good as well to keep that on the account. Another Jarrett, we'll take it all day long. Another Cormac. So I am working on Cormac, got him 6-star, and I am working on his chivalry to get him up because I think he has another AoE damage that does really well with his frost relic specifically, which I was fortunate enough to pull. So that is awesome. So that's a pretty good 10-pack we got there. We're going to sit tight because that's what we got, and we can't really pull anymore on the 10-packs. But 5 rares in a 10-pack is hard to complain about. But I think that's about what I got for you today. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the video, please do so. It means the world to me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.